We've been 13 wins and 4 losses over the last 2 weeks, right here on the Ben Burns Report. I'm your host, Allie Burns. Ben regrets he can't be here with us today. He's playing foosball in Fiji. However, he does send his warmest regards, as well as his best 2 free picks of the day. Now, both of these are going down in Major League Baseball. I almost said basketball. Wouldn't that be fun if we could bet on that? All right, so we're talking about the Braves at the Guardians here, and we're looking at a total. The Atlanta games have stayed consistently under the number when Bryce Elder is on the mound. In fact, 10 of his last 11 starts have stayed below the total. And he's been his best on the road as well, with a sparkling 1.43 ERA. His last 4 starts have all finished with less than 7 combined runs. Now, on the other side of the mound, we're talking Gavin Williams. He's off a gem of his own. In fact, he only allowed just 1 hit through 7 innings pitched, and Cleveland went on to win that game 2-1. That was just Williams' second start. Guys, keep your eye on this kid. He's a former first-round pick, and he's the top prospect over for the Guardians. He became just the second pitcher in history to give up only 1 hit through 7 shutout innings within the first 2 games of his career. The only other time that's ever happened was back in 1902. Another thing worth mentioning is that both of these bullpens are extremely solid, and Cleveland's bullpen is particularly stingy when they're throwing it home. So I think it's kind of obvious we're going under the number 9 when the Braves take on the Guardians today. Now, guys, head over to WagerTalk.com. Ben is a perfect 4-0 for his baseball picks in July. So hop on over there, grab his premiums, and start making some money with Ben Burns. Okay, our second game we're talking about is the Seattle Mariners at the San Francisco Giants. Now, these 2 teams are going in 2 different directions, if you ask me. So the Mariners are coming off back-to-back home wins against the Rays. They're hopping on a plane and flying a little short 2-hour flight down to San Francisco. The Giants, on the other hand, were in Toronto for a series. Then they were out with the Mets for a series. Last night, they played a later game, flew all the way back to San Francisco. So I think this is a tired team, not to mention they've only won 1 of their last 5 games, 4 of their last 10. So it's not looking great for the Giants. I feel, you get home, you haven't seen your wife, your kids, your girlfriend, your mom. It takes a little bit of acclimation, whereas the Mariners are hot coming off those back-to-back wins and ready to fight. We also want to take a look at these 2 starting pitchers because this play is going to be in the first 5. Mariners are starting Brian Wu. He is not a bad cat at all. He's coming off a loss, but he threw 7 strikeouts and only 1 earned run through 5 innings pitched. Logan Webb, on the other hand, 5 innings pitched, but 5 earned runs and 5 strikeouts to boot. So I'm not loving what the Giants are doing compared to what the Mariners are doing. So I'm looking Mariners first 5 run line. So plus half of a run at minus 130, 135. You can catch it out there. Shop that line around because it is going up, but I would not hate taking the Mariners plus money on the money line either. That's probably the way I'll personally play this, but for our official show pick, we're taking the Mariners run line minus 130. Let's go, Mariners. All right, like I said before, Ben is 4-0 over at WagerTalk.com for his MLB picks this July. Jump on this little streak before it dies out. Until then, we'll see you tomorrow right here on the Ben Burns Report.